Week 7, offense. Where have you been? Oh my God, I missed you. Welcome back, dude. Don't act like you forgot, all right? I called the shots, and I'm ready to tell you what happened, what you should be thinking, what's right, what's wrong, and also, the Giants are good. No, they're not, let's be real. I'm gonna try and be quick because this should be coming out on Monday. That's why I'm not gonna be discussing Dolphins-Eagles. It's happening right now. I'm missing one of the games of the year for you guys. You're welcome. I'm doing a social service here. Browns-Colts. Surprisingly, like, one of the better games of the season. A lot of scoring, which I didn't expect, especially when you would see how well the Browns defense played. But hey, that's what happens when you trot out Phil Walker, that's his name, and Gardner Minshew. Fuck all can happen. The Browns defense is historic. This team is like kind of good. The defense is out of this world. And I'm ready to say Myles Garrett is the best defensive player in the league. You can say TJ Watt, he had a great game too, but I would disagree with you. And if I disagree with you, then you're wrong. It's time to have the Deshaun Watson conversation. Let's face it, he's not good. I know he only played 1 or 2 drives and then got a concussion. I think he got benched. That's my theory. You know, I was never on his side with his troubling past. 25 allegations would be a lot. He hit 26. He's also ugly as hell. I'm not trying to make a political stance here. This is about football. And football-wise, he sucks. He hasn't played well. He threw a horrible interception. Should have thrown 2, but they got one of them called back. I'm not impressed, especially when he's paid so much and has one of the best defenses to help him. I don't feel bad. He should because he's not playing well. I think it's time to have the conversation because he really is just Russell Wilson without the memes. Now, when it comes to the Colts, you guys are building something, but I can't say I have a huge takeaway here other than those alternate uniforms are kind of hideous. There ain't no party like an Indianapolis party because an Indianapolis party don't stop. That took 4 takes. Bills-Pats. This one was fun. I was rooting for the Patriots the whole way through because let's be real, the Giants should have beat the Bills last week. This team has been on fraud watch since Tyrod Taylor sliced and diced them. He didn't slice them. They didn't even score a touchdown. The Bills are kind of overrated. They don't look good. They have the easiest couple of games I could ever imagine, the Giants and the Patriots, and they lost one and should have lost the other. That's actually kind of disgraceful. I don't think it's time to tear it down, obviously, but I mean, this team's not winning a championship. Let's be real. Like, I'm sorry, Patriots and the Giants. As far as the Patriots go, this was great. The Patriots are always one of the funniest teams, especially with McCorkle under center, and this game was no different. Of course it ended Mac Jones to Mike Gesicki. The double gritty is going to be a top 5 moment of the year. Just like how last season, my favorite moment of the year was the Mac Jones tackle stiff arm. That was great. That made me laugh. That made my day. Clearly the Patriots suck, and Bill Belichick knows that. I'm here for it. It's fun. It's funny. Raiders-Bears. I'm surprised this wasn't the Sunday night game. Tyler Bagent. Did I get that right? Yeah, he's the future. Hey, Bears got a quarterback? Maybe? Justin Fields isn't great. We know that. Justin Fields has proved nothing other than he's fast. Dick from my fantasy league texting me. Tyler Bagent. That's his name. And he is good. Hey, Raiders. Whatever. They lost by a lot. Who cares? Look, I wrote down this team redefines mid. They didn't look mid this week. They looked really bad, but there's nothing to be excited about. They went into it 3-3. They are now 3-4, which is notoriously a very unexciting record. And to be honest with you, I don't really know where the head was at with the Jimmy G signing and getting Devontae Adams. Clearly this roster doesn't have the oomph. This coaching staff doesn't have the oomph. This organization doesn't have the oomph. And Vegas, thank God they have a champion. Go Aces, because this team's not going to do anything for a while. Let's be real. Come on. Lions-Ravens. I didn't make many notes for this one because I had fun. I have Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Lamar Jackson, and Keaton Mitchell for a second, and then I dropped him, all on my fantasy team, and they are just so fun. It's great. They're good. They're really good. Lamar Jackson looks like a top 3 quarterback. I said it. And they'll have some down weeks. They still shouldn't have lost to the Steelers. This team should only have 1 loss. They killed the Lions, who I don't hate. I have no problem with the Lions. Dan Campbell is awesome, MCDC. He's awesome, and he's super funny, and he is an inspiration to us all. But they needed this. They needed to get their teeth kicked in because everybody was too high on the Lions. I'm looking at you, Stephen A. Best team in the NFL? Come on, son. There were some people outside my apartment, and I don't think they're there anymore because I've been yelling about ball whatever. Falcons, Buccaneers, I'll be quick. The Buccaneers, can't sugarcoat it. This team is boring and kind of a waste. Look, did they win? They lost. I remember now. You see what I mean? Look, and I'll make a video about this. The NFC South could honestly be wiped from the face of the earth, and I wouldn't really care. Obviously, I don't want players to die. I feel like that should go without saying. But I mean, like, the organizations could just, like, vanish. And I'll probably make a video about it later. But for now, just know that I don't really give a shit. Baker Mayfield running is, like, the funniest thing I could possibly imagine. As much as I have to say about how little I have to say about the NFC South, let's talk about Arthur Smith. I'm looking straight down the camera. Let's talk about Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith is probably the most frustrating coach I could possibly imagine. This dude has wasted so much talent. They have given him the golden ticket, and I swear to God, if it didn't come out that Bijan Robinson, also on my fantasy team, didn't have a headache, which who misses a game for a headache, dude? What is next, dude? I gotta know, a runny nose, dog? What? And Arthur Smith said, nah, we're good. We don't need you. You're the X factor of our offense. We'll be fine with Tyler Algier and 90-year-old Cordero Patterson. That's a team win. A game-winning field goal. 13-10. Was it 16-13? Who gives a fuck? Both these teams are so lame, and Arthur Smith and I are in a competition for the worst mustache. Who's the winner? You decide. Well, well, well. New York City. The Giants are back. Come on, son. This was not a fun game to sit through. The Giants scored two offensive first half touchdowns. That's double what they've done. Well, technically it's not double because double of zero would be zero. Math guys, correct me if I'm wrong. They should have won this game 100 times over. Kayvon Thibodeau dropped a pick six. Saquon Barkley fumbled in the red zone. I'm happy. As much as I want us to have a higher pick, I cannot do it with Washington. I am so sick of Riverboat Ron. That boat sunk 2 years ago, dog. Riverboat Ron is a joke. I'm so sick of him yelling at the refs. He looks so dumb. He is such a bad coach. And the Washington Commanders are just trash. They're just not good. We all know it. I don't know why we're just ignoring them. Oh, it's because they're super uninteresting and have nothing to bring to the league. Sam Howell is Korean? I didn't know that. That's cool, dude. I didn't know. This team sucks, and they lost to a team that also sucks, and the Giants are happy. I'm happy because this game got really scrappy, which every Giants game has so far for some reason. I don't know why we're just so spiteful, but I'm with it. Johan Dotson dropped another pass. I'm just happy. I'm happy. I get to enjoy this win. Long term, probably not a great thing. Our draft position is going to be hurt, and this win's not going to do anything because both these teams are terrible, but I'm going to enjoy today. Wink Martindale is called his second good game of the season out of 7. Yes! Broncos Packers. Okay. This one was advertised as the Battle of Mid, and if you're watching my take on it, check out the other guys because they're going to have a lot more nuanced and passionate takes. The game happened. Jordan Love, who, by the way, I just want to say this, and I hope it doesn't come off wrong. Jordan Love looks exactly like the dad from Madagascar 2. That's my thing. That's my take. I don't know. A.J. Dillon led the Packers in rushing with 61 yards. A.J. Dillon also led the Packers in receiving with 34 yards. Pretty good. Jordan Love threw a horrible interception to end the game. Christian Watson's injured again. Another guy on my fantasy team. Team win for the Broncos. Sure. The Broncos, another great team for memes and laughs and stuff. I love watching the Broncos lose, especially Sean Payton. He's such a dick. But they didn't. And that's cool. Good for them. Russell Wilson had a career day. 194 yards in a tubby. This game ended really oddly, and what was advertised as two shit defenses going against each other actually was a pretty low-scoring game. I was underwhelmed, but also happy, because it was still funny. And ultimately, what's the point of these games if it's not funny? Because I sure as hell am not watching Packers-Broncos because love of the sport. Those teams are disasters. Jordan Love doesn't look great, and I wouldn't be excited if I was a Packers fan, but like I said in my last video, you guys have been good for a while. Let someone else have a turn, okay? I don't want to hear about it. Cardinals Seahawks. Cardinals are going to Cardinal. They lost, and they didn't look horrible. This team clearly has fight in them, and I respect Shane Steichen, even though I'm pretty sure, he threw the Week 2 matchup against the Giants. I have no proof to that other than the fact that they really looked like they wanted to lose that game. You're messing with my head, Steichen. This team's got juice, but if you're a Cardinals fan, you're kind of phoning it in this year. You don't have a lot to look forward to. Welcome to the club, right? Seahawks. Hey man, this team's actually looking pretty solid. 4-2. Jake Bobo, Jackson Smith-Njigba both scored. Devon Witherspoon out of Syracuse, go Orange, is becoming one of my favorite corners. He's cool and he's fast. Seahawks look good. Are they going to compete with some major NFC players? Probably not. This is cool. You don't have to get it all in one go. They're building something and I respect it. Rams Steelers. This was a weird one, right? I have to look at my phone for this one because there's so much about the Steelers that I have to say, but I just cannot remember anything on this squad. Here's my thing with the Steelers. I don't think they're good. I said that earlier in this video and I'm gonna stand by that. I don't think this team has anything outside of a front seven. George Pickens is hilarious. Like I said, I like funny players. He is the top of the list. He's getting unsportsmanlike conducts after a catch. Okay. Najee Harris carried the ball 3.8 yards a carry, which I'm pretty sure is a career high. Allen Robinson is going to do that whole thing where he disappears and never comes back. Kenny Pickett, like I said, super average besides hand size, which I think alludes to a different size, but he's been memed on that enough. So you know what? Whatever. The Steelers won. I don't think they should have. If I'm the Rams, I'm not psyched about this one. Matthew Stafford didn't look amazing, but Puka Nacua, who's my guy, another fantasy player of mine, he looked great. So I'm happy. He was playing with anger, with spite. Joey Porter Jr. was spinning around. Dude had no clue what was going on. I'm happy. That was so not a first down though. Let's be real. I don't care what anyone says. I've watched it 3 whole times. I will be the judge. That is not a first down. Rams got screwed. I think the Steelers are so bad outside of TJ Watt. And the Rams are fun, but they clearly don't have the oomph to really compete with the big dogs. If I'm the Seahawks, I'm psyched. If I'm the Rams, I'm kind of bummed out, which obviously one won, one lost, but you know. Let's talk about the last game of the slate. Chargers Chiefs. Did you know Taylor Swift went to this game? I saw more clips of her than the actual game, which is kind of a bummer because I didn't get to see how Justin Herbert played. So I looked at the box score. He played like Justin Herbert, you know, not a horrible game, but also not a winning formula. How many picks did he throw? Did he throw 2? Did he? Please tell me he threw 2 picks. Yeah, I'm new to this, but just so you know, I don't love Justin Herbert. 2 picks, I was right. Justin Herbert threw 2 picks. I'm sure the media is going to defend him because he's the quarterback prodigy with a strong arm that broke records, and I hope you can't hear my air conditioning. Don't worry, guys, I turned off the air conditioning. He hasn't accomplished anything. He's been the Chiefs' bitch for the last 4 years. It's going to stay like that. He's not that great. I can't see it anymore. I can't. This team is 2-4, and no one's talking about it. They continue to just lose games and nobody cares. That's all, Staley's not a good coach. I'm sorry. Going for a couple of 4th downs isn't the reason they're losing these games, okay? Justin Herbert throwing 2 picks? Yeah, that's it. This game very much felt like Chiefs-Chargers, and there's not a lot to say about the Chiefs. They're good. Hot take. Rashee Rice looks really good. He looks like a different receiver with the name Rice when you compare him to Kadarius Toney, and Travis Kelce had a game. He'll do that. Taylor was in attendance, as I already mentioned. I'm kind of over it, but you know what? I've seen so many dudes hating on this and saying that Taylor Swift is a bitch and Travis Kelce's also a bitch, and someone called him Mr. Pfizer on my TikTok, and I don't know what to do with that. So I'm just gonna step away from this. I'm gonna go watch Eagles Dolphins. I probably could record a part 2 to this. I might.
It's your boy, Mr. Gangbang himself. I realized I forgot to record a part 2 really quick. Eagles look like the Eagles. Dolphins look like a team that have only beat bad teams. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to mention Jags Saints. Saints are boring and the Jags aren't. Yeah.
Hopefully this will be out on Monday. If it's not, that's on me. Or maybe it's not. Maybe something else happened. Maybe something came up. I mean, I just started. Give me a break, guys. But thank you for watching. This is my takes. They're right, yours are wrong. Unless you agree with me, in which case we can both be right, which is a fun thing. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share. Hopefully the NFL doesn't copyright this one. That would be nice, because clearly I'm the subject. It's about me, okay? This is not about football. This is about me. So don't copyright me again, please. I tried to use non-copyright music and just didn't reap the rewards of that. Well, I never know how to end these stupid videos. How about see ya, go Giants, and have a good week. Hey, all right. How are you feeling about this shrug thing? Makes my shoulders look good. That's it, I'm done.